Hey, this is another one of those informal commentary discussion type videos, so I'm just going to put up some unrelated gameplay and talk for a bit, if that's okay. So recently this other TF2 YouTuber personality dude named Soundsmith made a video in a series called Man's Guide. These are high production value informational comedic videos with a ton of people behind them, and it's really good. I mean, he's been doing this series for a while and it's working out pretty well for him. All the older ones have over 1 million views each, and his two newest ones have 500,000 apiece, which is sure to grow since they only came out a couple weeks ago. Well, I watched one, and it was good. Like most of the Man's Guide videos, it had animations and good edits and funny jokes, but there was one part that kind of rubbed me the wrong way, and I want to talk about it. Now, to be super clear, I'm not here to hate on Soundsmith or his videos, I'm just using him as a launchpad for a discussion, since his video is what started this train of thought to begin with. So don't anybody come away thinking I'm trying to start some fake internet Logan Paul beef, because I'm not doing that. So here's what happened. I'm watching the video and it gets to the sponsored section where he advertises for the company that pays him to do so. And before anybody asks, I don't have a problem with sponsors. I wish I could get them, it's not soulless to make money, okay? We live in a society and that costs money. So let me just play the clip that got me thinking.
Sponsored by Marketplace.tf, a storefront for all things TF2. And Dota 2 and Steam items actually, but that's not important. TF2, hey, look, TF2, TF2.
Right away, this annoyed me. Now, I don't want to spend too much time analyzing the thought process of a total stranger, because that's stupid, but I don't like this joke. It comes across as resentful, if that makes sense. Soundsmith got big off TF2 content, and while he nowadays mixes in variety videos like Borderlands and GTA and other stuff, it never takes off the way his TF2 videos do. So what it feels like, and I'm not stating this definitively, but what it feels like is that he's upset that TF2 is what he's most known for, and that he almost sees his audience as being immature for not giving as much attention to his other videos. Which to me is in and of itself a pretty immature attitude to have, assuming that this is what he's thinking. I really want to stress that I've never spoken to this dude and don't want to assume too much about his brain, and I'm definitely overanalyzing what certainly is a stupid joke, but I don't like it. Jokes aren't made in a vacuum, they aren't just pure imagination, they come from the joke teller's mind and are part of them. Even as a joke, I wouldn't refer to TF2 content as jangling keys like you would do for a baby, because that would frankly show a stunning lack of respect for my audience. I can get heated sometimes in some of my videos, but I want you guys to know that I don't take you for granted. I'm fully aware that you guys like my TF2 videos, and while I don't plan to only do those, I'm happy to keep making these as long as I have fresh ideas. And that's really the point I'm driving at. As YouTubers, we should not ever take what we have for granted. I mean, my channel isn't huge compared to Banny or Soundsmith or Uncle Dane or Lazy Purple, but I still have more subscribers than most people on YouTube do. It's insane to me to imagine growing angry at my audience for not enjoying the few non-TF2 videos I've made, when TF2 is the reason I have an audience to begin with. This game and its community have done so much for me in such a short time span, and with relatively few exceptions, I've had very positive interactions with everyone. I have nothing to complain about, truly. At the beginning of 2021, I had like 300 subscribers, and the amount of growth I've seen in just a couple years is still stunning to me. If you went back in time and told me that my videos could get thousands or even tens of thousands of views, I wouldn't have believed you. I guess the reason Soundsmith's joke annoyed me so much is that he's making real money off his videos. In the same vein as me, he's seen massive growth thanks to this game and its community, but he seems to think of TF2 videos like jangling keys to keep a baby happy. Like, what's wrong with you? Do you really dislike your own audience that much, who got you where you are today? I gotta back off here. I don't want to imagine his thought process, because I'm not a mind reader. It probably is just a harmless joke, but I know for a fact there's somebody in his audience who saw it and felt a little hurt. Felt as if he was making the video not because he wanted to, but because he felt he had to and was resenting it more and more. I know this because that person is me. I don't ever want to make my audience feel like that, as if I thought you were holding me back in some way, because it's you guys that give my videos views, not me. I make them, and I put as much effort into it as I can, and I'm proud of myself every time a video can crack 1,000 views. Yes, that's where the bar is set for me, but at the end of the day, I don't control what happens once the video goes live. I'm not going to pretend it isn't a little frustrating when a full-length review of Deus Ex can't even crack 300 views, but that's my fault. The thumbnail is awful. My audio quality in this video is not very good. I didn't give people a reason to click or keep watching if they did. There are lots of videos to watch, so if the creator isn't putting his full effort in, why stick around? I certainly don't have it in me to resent my audience for it, as if they were obligated to give every video 10,000 views just because they're subscribed. My take is that if I'm right, and Soundsmith really doesn't like making TF2 content, which I'm not sure about, but it does feel that way, he should definitely stop. I mean cold turkey all the way. Don't passive-aggressively make a jangling keys JPEG in your audience's face to let off some steam, just make other videos. I think a lot of YouTubers fall into this trap of seeing the audience as the enemy fighting against their true artistic expression, since YouTubers are often obligated to make videos that are inherently less interesting to them to maximize view count. This comes from the fact that YouTube can start out as a hobby, but then quickly becomes a job if you grow fast enough. When it's just a hobby, you have the freedom to post whatever you want, but as soon as you have an audience, there are all these expectations you have placed upon you, and suddenly it isn't as easy to make random garbage when people expect something else. I don't think this mentality is helpful, to be honest. I think if you make videos only for yourself, you have to accept that not many people are going to care, since nobody is like you. Nobody has the same interests. For example, I could info dump about the Dishonored series for hours on end. They are my favorite games of all time. Even Death of the Outsider. I know nobody else played that one, but it's still one of my favorites. But that isn't what people on this channel are here to see. They expect TF2 content, and they should. That's what I make. Now, I'm not saying creators should tie their channels down to one thing and never go outside that box. I'm actually saying the opposite. Make everything. Make that 19.5-minute video essay on why Star Wars changed cinema forever. I'll watch it, but you can't be bitter about it if your video doesn't get much recognition. By uploading something to YouTube, you are in effect relinquishing control over the project. Once it's out there, it's down to the audience to decide how well it does and whether or not they like it. Somebody might even download the video and make a response to it, or edit it into a really bad YouTube poop video. Yes, people still make those in this century. I do plan to make a big Dishonored video eventually, a lot of them if I can get away with it, but I won't be super upset if they don't do well. All I can do is write, record, and edit videos with as much clarity and focus as possible. I can't then give the videos views. That's for the audience to decide. So I know I say this a lot, and I'm going to keep saying it, but to those of you who are here, thank you. Thank you for watching. It means a lot. Alright, video's over. Get out of here.